Hello and welcome to Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. Um, if you saw our last week's episode, it started 20 minutes ago. This group is primed and ready for tonight to entertain and avail you with stories. I am Colin, also known as Family Fantasy RPG. I write a kids D&D game. You can find that on Drive Through RPG. I have a website. We can find it. But this world that I've built here for you guys and my players to play in is a project I have with Wildspire Miniatures. It is a world for his little mini plastic guys to play in, and I get to write, I just get to write stories about him. It's pretty fun. Welcome. We're going to do some announcements real quick. We'll play our intro video, and then we will dive into it. So let's get through announcements, please.
All right. Griffin Co. If you have not been, you should go. griffinco.com, I believe, is the site. Check, yes.
Maybe
And
tonight.
Still
Sorry, I had to keep the rhyme.
Still
You were rhyming for a little bit. You said Griffin Co.
I was.
Gotta go. Then you said night or right. I don't know.
It is up still, which is good. They were not here for a while, but they're back. And so you should totally go. Check out the miniatures and map and terrain and all the fun 3D printed things. Fabled 42, use that code for 22% off your purchase. But you should go and look at their stuff. They're cool.
El super cool. And so is Underground Oracle. If you would like some resources like books, supplements, or whatever you need to help create your world or your character, check them out at undergroundoracle.com. Right now they've got a supplement called the Biomancer's Edge, which has new spells of transmutation to look through. Ooh, if you want to up your wizarding game. Or, they've got the patron, the Puka, Otherworldly Patron. Puka, a new patron for your warlock. Check it out.
Wait. I have a question. I bet
Yes.
the holy symbol is a puka shell necklace.
Let's see. You know what? It looks glowy and pretty cool, but I don't know if there's a puka under there.
Okay.
If there's not, that's kind of a missed opportunity.
I'll let them know that they should marry those ideas.
Or just have one of the spells involve pulling puka shells out of the pocket, and throwing them at people, and then disappearing.
Every material component for the spell, and it's always puka shells.
One shell per time, until they have to make a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Or they go to the bracelet,
Ooh.
and then the anklet bracelet. I don't know. It's excessive. Okay. Speaking of excess, if you want to excessively spoil yourself, check out our next sponsor for the evening, 9 Realms Gaming. They hand make wonderful dice towers, trays, vaults. DM screams out of beautiful handcrafted wood with all these customizations, and they're beautiful and really cool company. Let me read the actual thing. Hold on. Did I miss anything? They're affordable. Yeah. And to make it even more affordable, you can use Fabled42 to get 10% off your next purchase from them over at 9realmsgaming.com.
Okay. Next, we have Critical Dice. So please, special thanks to our sponsor, Critical Dice. Go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat to enter into our first giveaway of the night. We do 2, so we'll call our first winner after break. And then if you stick around and you enter a second time, we will call our winner at the end of our stream. So please make sure to enter with !critical. Please note that our giveaways are for US and Canada only, excluding Quebec because of their giveaway laws, which are lame. And please help support the channel by clicking on the link below or next to us, depending on where you're watching your stream. And you get 20% off on non-subscription items. Although I will say, their subscription items, they have a Dice of the Month where you can get dice delivered to your door every month for as low as $7. So you might want to do that. Who doesn't want clicky clackies coming to their door every month?
It's the same
Go
reason
for it.
people do like wine clubs and beer of the month
Yeah.
clubs. I mean, it takes all the effort out of it. You just get the thing you want.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Clicky clack.
Endless bag of dice.
We have
Imagine
3 different kinds.
And if
So,
y'all-
like,
I'm pretty sure if y'all follow him on Instagram, I'm pretty sure there's videos or reels of him jumping, like showing off how many dice he has at his place. It's unreal. I think he could fill a kiddie pool with them, I'm sure.
Ooh, dreams. What
Best
dreams are made of. That'd
Yeah.
be painful.
Imagine all those subscriptions showing up to your house at the same time. That would be a
dreams. It's like an advent calendar for every single month. You just get surprises.
Oh my
Do you
God.
remember what you ordered? No, you don't. You get dice. You get books. You get. Go for it.
Nerd box. It's like Bark Box for nerds.
Yeah.
Love it. You've sold me. Hold on.
It
I have
does
to
sound
go. I have to
dicey.
go.
I will admit.
I have to go order all of these things.
Yeah.
Excellent.
While Chelsea's doing that, don't forget to swing by on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific for the next episode of Crypt Creatures, our horror campaign DM'd by MC Dusty. And until we get more episodes, which I think we're recording tomorrow, so maybe, be sure to check out Monster of the Week campaign on our YouTube. This is a perfect time to catch up in case you are missing any episodes. The best thing about Monster of the Week is they are hour long, so it's quick to put on a few episodes a day or so and like just have them on and catch up that way. But trying to think. I think
You sniped me.
Can we announce stuff? No, I didn't talk about YouTube fully. Can we talk about the
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
other
just
stuff that's happening later this month?
yeah.
maybe?
There's let's be vague about it though. Let's just say
Okay.
that seeing as chaos is a theme on our network, keep an eye out on the Fabled 42 socials because Halloween, leading up to Halloween, we have all decided that that is a good time of year to do some fun stuff. So keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to make that a week to remember. Yeah, and all of that will also go on YouTube at some point, I'm sure. Also, our show, if you miss it, any shows, find it on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube so you never miss out. Our show typically comes out on Friday. That's a really quick turnaround. It's a pretty good service with a smile. Yeah, check us out there. You can see some of our past episodes, and you can check out, we have a little side quest. There's also a Hosa Lounge, mini painting. We're becoming like this variety stream, you know. We're just gonna keep you guys entertained from every angle. Wait, there's probably more. I wasn't reading anything for the YouTube because I got sniped. Oh, subscribers, Twitch here. If you
It says it right there.
If you are a subscriber on Twitch, you can give away luck and inspiration to any of the people you see on screen, me or the players, to help us up along the way. I guarantee tonight is probably going to be some of the most creative usages of luck and inspiration if I had to guess. So, with that said, let's roll our intro video, which apparently I fixed some video quality, so maybe it's like extra sparkly this time around. Let's roll the intro. We're going to come back. We're going to set the scene. If I were you guys, I'd maybe like turn off the lights, light a candle, get like a little nice little comfy blanket, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit. All right.
Slip into something more comfortable.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bell's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Hang on it, and we're back, but they can hear me. Sweet, we did it. Hey, welcome back. Okay, so to set the scene, the group, Stacks, I see you. The group, easily enough to say, had a long day. Independent from Vesta, who also has had a long day. Yet it is not over, as they have decided to take in the evening at the Spiresong Tavern, owned and operated by the Sisters of Shar. This establishment is for the more exotic and adventurous clientele. They were assailed as they entered this darkened, large, open tavern club room. They were assailed with the intricate decor of fancy plush pillows, large beanbag type chairs, smells of tobacco and lush hookah and tobacco and alcohols, but like fancy drinks too. They were introduced to they were kind of introduced to a fancy drink that they all kind of downed. And let me get this music on, and then I will get my focus back.
Yes, music!
But it might be loud.
Chat, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if it's too loud.
Or too quiet.
Like it.
It's a busy night, and the group found a table towards the back where they could get their drinks and kind of gather their bearings. They sat for a bit, talked to a few people here and there, but a point was reached where the group decided to split up. I think initiated probably by Callie when she grabbed her drink and walked away from the table. My notes. What else? So, Lupin made his way over to the bar where we could have a good perspective on the entire room. Had a short conversation with Demi Tanner about his new employment and his referral of our good friend Jaren Hill. We found his name. Pleasant and short conversation, but different than any conversation Lupin had ever had with her. It was easily noticeable that you were treated more as a business, same level type conversation there. Normally she talks down to a lot of her employees, but this was the first conversation where, you know, the boundary was there. You're no longer her employee. They met Saba again. Saba, the larger, kind of muscular, human female, I think I said bald head or mohawk. I think there's a short purple mohawk, but she's got sleeveless vestments on with the traditional black and neon purple lining of the Sisters of Shar. Kind of did a quick introduction to each of them in her own charming way, and still sits kind of front and center in the center of this large open ring, laughing loudly and imbibing a drink. Now, I need to clear up one thing before we really dive in. I know where everyone is except Vesta. I had a little trouble remembering exactly where you ended up as people started to depart the table. Let me, before you say, just remind Lupin back at the bar. Callie had found her way, she kind of saw into one of the more private areas of the club, shrouded by several layers of fine silken or smooth cloth hanging from the ceiling and then expanding outward, making a cone, like a cone. where she peered in where there were 3 figures dancing slowly in kind of a embrace with a exotic bottle of liqueur and a hookah spewing puffs of citrusy smelling tobacco. Shay and Envy are making their way to the dance floor. Central, I think they said kind of front and center. They have decided to dance out and open. Vestas, where did you end up once people started departing?
I left after I was third to leave, and I went to the dance floor, and Envy and Shay kind of followed me.
We were
That's
after
right.
her. That's
you
for
were
sure.
after her, and I think I had
Yes,
asked, but I don't know if I heard the answer of, do you join her or do you go to a different part?
Shay would actually, instead of going straight to the dance floor, was actually going more, starting to walk the proximity. More wants to be around the people standing around the dance floor. She's gonna go have some conversation before she goes dancing.
Okay, so Envy, you were kind of headed out to the dance floor. That seemed like that was the plan, but Shay kind of is taking a roundabout, not direct path.
See you there.
I guess Envy will take this time to kind of like go through the dance floor, but not dance per se, but like people watch in the process, see what kind of vibe everyone's giving off.
Okay, this is already a lot to process. Okay.
Lots of players.
Let me clear up one thing that I've had on my mind real quick. Now, Calliope, you had stood up from the table, and I believe you grabbed drink number 3.
See.
And then I remember you saying you slammed a drink, but I had thought you said you took I think you didn't you slam your drink and then go into the tent?
No. I took a drink. I took a swig of the drink and then I set it down.
You set it down and then entered. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me
I want to be able to feel what's going to happen.
a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
With advantage, right? Because it was a poison. It was Vesta. Do you remember? It's it's advantage against poisons, right? What you gave her.
I thought it's a D4, isn't it? First.
It's a D4.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to add a D4.
I just did
to your roll.
resistance. It's a cantrip. It's a.
Okay,
it's
gotcha. Oh, that's good though. You saw it coming.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so D4 you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
16
16. All right.
with the D4.
Yeah, no problem. You haven't had too much to drink. You felt a little bit of a wave. It kind of like one of those sensation moments where you get that first wave of like it's not just the alcohol, it's the tobacco that kind of wafts in front of you as you were walking around. The dark lights where occasionally like a flame will flicker or something will happen to cause like bright light just for a second. Disorienting only for a moment as you enter that kind of private area. The figures welcome you. I described them. I believe I said there were, like 2
3.
males. There's 3 figures. I think I said 1 seemed female and 2 were male. They're in these exotic shrouds, but they're it's kind of weird. They're covering certain areas of themselves, but not to be modest by any means. Like they have these interesting shoulder pads that are like a long thing of metal, and there's cloth coming down that looks to completely shroud, but it kind of stops right above the chest line of the female, of all 3 of them actually. And then there's kind of skin and some straps holding this whole kind of outfit together. And then again, like across the stomach, more cloth starts there and goes past the hips, just above the knees. And then the legs seem to be open. As you enter, without kind of hesitation, one of the tall male figures goes to pour liquid out of his bottle. And the 2 other figures, 1 male and 1 female, kind of grab your hands and pull you down to this. It seems like a circular. The way you can see from the inside now, it's like a circular bench couch with a table just right in the middle, and the cloth seems to come down around and then under the benches, and then you don't really know what's under the bench, but Do you go with him? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely goes with them. She kind of like slyly wants to like kind of like sniff towards the smell or towards the liquid to see if she can like recognize the scent.
Give me a perception check, and then if you have anything that gives you scent-based.
Okay, let's see. Oh no, I've dropped it.
Oh, you also have luck and inspiration from Zeno.
Okay. Ooh.
And you also have one from Shay. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that, so I will use one of the luck.
Solid.
Okay, from Zeno. All right, that's gonna be a 1 critical nothing on the reroll.
Wait, by the way,
Yes.
since we leveled up, if that was inspiration, you actually get to save. I don't think she gets to use the roll again right now, but I think she
still
can
has
reuse
your-
it.
yeah, you
She
can
still has
you
it.
still
It's
have
called
hers again.
unfailing
Yep.
inspiration.
Awesome.
Okay,
So,
cool.
your influence stays, but that roll, unfortunately, was not great. There's there's
You're right.
there's two main categories of smells that you take in from this liquid, because it's being poured kind of right in front of you. Visually you see it is a thick red liquid, and there's two main smells. There's two categories. There's fruit, several fruits. A lot of them seem very exotic to you. However, one of them reminds you of home. Definitely a varietal type fruit that you had plenty of access to from where you were from. But the second smell you get is the strong alcohol. Just like that pungent, bitter, just strong alcohol smell.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Calliope reaches her claws out and grabs the hands and makes her way into this area.
They don't actually sit you down. They actually kind of pull you to where you were sitting, but instead of sitting you down, they stand up and they start dancing. Not as close as they were dancing when you entered, but definitely starting with hands around your waist and starting to slowly move. And every once in a while you feel one of the hands kind of drifting around, touching your back. We're going to step away from you for a second.
Fair.
The curtain closes.
The curtain closes for now. Vesta, because you said you left before Shay and Envy, let's go to you. Because Lupin, we already did one conversation with you, but
You did.
we will come back to you. So let's go to Vesta.
Okay.
So you went to the dance floor, and you were looking. Were you trying to just get Were you trying to catch eyes with people? What was the goal here?
I'm just trying to get jiggy with it, dance around, see if anyone is interesting. But probably mostly just dancing for the evening.
All right, so you go, and I'm gonna do my best to relate to a fire girl dancing at a brothel club. You start dancing, and immediately you get eyes. I mean, people are unabashedly watching you because it seems like you're trying to get attention a little bit. I mean,
Oh yeah.
in a sense, and sure, people aren't being shy about it. People are literally just watching you, and you're kind of scanning from look. But as soon as you make eye contact, many of them turn away for a second until you kind of move on, and then you've kind of come back to one person. You can tell that their eyes come back. But when you make eye contact, you kind of get a acknowledgement and a look away. As you scan though and are walking, you catch that Saba in the middle. You've caught her attention, and she is leaned back on this cushion, drink in hand, and just has a huge smile on her face, and she kind of pats the seat next to her that is currently unoccupied.
All right, I go sit next to Saba. Sabo?
Saba.
Saba?
Saba. And as you do, she stands up as you approach, and as you sit down, she kind of sits down after you. Her arm is behind you, but not like on you, just still on the cushion, but hovering around your shoulders. And she's kind of like, she kind of switches from all the way extended to hand behind the head and says, "No, I heard that it was the orange-haired girl that turned into a bird? What kind of bird did they say? An eagle? No.
I don't remember.
I believe it was an owl.
I think it was an owl.
It was an owl.
It was an owl.
It was a very bad owl. Yes, I did do that.
So,
Sort of.
do you turn back and forth from an animal, or is there always a little bit of an animal there?
Depends on the mood. That turned very British.
Without really Saba making any notions, right at this time, a server comes over and hands 2 large, tall glass flutes that have this cool kind of sketched spiral above, and you see there's a bubble, not bubbling, but like champagne-style bubbles, mostly clear liquid with a tint of like teal or aqua. And she holds one out for you.
I take it.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. And I watch her 1st.
Mm-hmm. She sees you watching, and she starts slow. Keeps going. Downs the whole drink.
Okay. Not one to shy away from competition. I do the same. Cheers.
What is your constitution score? Just so I have an idea.
18.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Your girl can get real drunk. Or stay real sober when drinking.
You get this like look of joyful, impressed. She's impressed, whatever that word is I was reaching for. And she says, you're full of surprises, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So
Would
why...
you like to see what else I can surprise you with?
We've got plenty of time for that. But yes, I am open to the idea. And like when she says open to the idea, the arm is now like on your shoulders. And she's kind of talking to you from the side. She says, but I'm not tired yet. I'd love to learn more. What brings you here, and what made you want to work for them? If you seem to want as much fun as you seem to have, then what's up?
I came here because it was a very good... oh my god, what is the word I'm looking
Paycheck,
for?
salary?
Salary, thank you. It was very good salary for a very easy job. So it seemed. Now I'm not so sure. But you can have a lots of fun on 5 gold a day.
Yeah, especially here. You can, man, 5 gold a day. Okay. I'm starting to understand a little bit. So, let's say you work for 30 days. What would a girl like you do after that, with all that gold.
30 days. Probably take it and leave. Go to the coast. Find myself a coconut and stay on the beach. A beach.
You know, one of the best beaches on this continent is just a nice little walk away from here. I could show you. Not tonight, but sometime.
I think I'd enjoy that very much. We'll see how tonight goes.
What's your name? How do I find you?
My name is Vesta, and I'm staying in the keep of what's his face, Lord Tavish. Lord so and so of city.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I figured. He seems questionable.
I mean, yeah, I'd say so.
It seems like you know a lot about people.
You know, when it comes down to it, I'm just a likable person, and people like to talk to me about things.
Mm-hmm. I think you and we could get along very well.
I look forward to it. Would you like another drink?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. She orders another drink. Just for a word's sake. Is there a theme you want to talk about? She gets like the drinks to you and she starts talking about, let's see, what does she start talking about? She kind of goes off on, like some of the fun things that she thinks are fun around town. She starts to talk about she apparently likes swimming, because I just thought that, and some people will get together and even though it's really cold, will jump off the cliffs just north of town into the freezing cold water. They make a big deal about it. It's all for fun. So unless you lead the conversation away from that, that is going to be your talk for the next little bit.
No, Vesta would very much listen, let her talk, maybe tell like a story that doesn't give too much information away about her own life, but like, oh yes, I have swam once too. Continue. And
Awesome.
like, just try to get to know her.
Okay. And then just let me know, how quickly are you drinking drink number dose?
After that first one, I will go back to sipping it.
Casual, social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching her, seeing how fast she drinks her drink. If she seems to be like pounding it, I drink a little slower than that. I don't drink fast.
You notice that, like, as she starts to talk about this hobby, it's a little bit of like, it's kind of catches you off guard. She no longer has that kind of bullish charm. For all you can tell, she is rather comfortable right now, maybe even drunk, and comfortable, and is kind of changed. Just her demeanor's a little different. She's like talking to a friend person. So, let's go to Shay and Indy. So, Shay said, "I meet you at the dance floor," and kind of took more of a peripheral route. And Envy, you said,
that I was also kind of doing that, but watching people, watching the vibe. I also have like 3 drinks in my hand, just
are you doing anything with them?
holding them because they all left the table, and Envy didn't want to just like leave all the fresh drinks there. He has his one that he's working on, and like probably two that haven't been touched.
Pretty quickly, these two kind of young girls, one half elf and one tiefling, short horns that don't even really curl much, kind of approach you giggling, kind of, and say, "You have a lot of drinks there. You need someone to share them with?"
Are you old enough to be in this establishment?
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. I'm going to see if they pick up your major dad negative energy vibes.
18.
18? You're silly. Stop that. That's nice. No, we can drink. We like to drink.
Do you like to drink? Hey, what is midnight? I don't. These drinks are very good, but they're quite heavy, actually. And my friends do not seem to be around currently, as I have lost literally all of them. But would you do me the favor of taking these two here? They haven't been touched, aside from me holding them.
All right. Once the drinks are in their hand, they start talking to each other. Like, "Oh, did you see Dave? Dave walked by the bar earlier, but he didn't even look at me. He didn't even look at you? Gosh, you gave him such a good time that last week." And like, they're really not even. Do you back away? Nice.
I'm gonna slink out of that situation. Okay. I've seen that before.
Pretty much as soon as you turn your back thinking you got away, and then you turn to look and they saw you, once they noticed you were gone, they took off. They're just going the other direction.
They hustled you.
But they secretly didn't get
Free drinks.
Everyone got what they wanted.
Yeah, it was actually win-win.
All right, Shay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you are kind of taking the peripheral here.
Me or Envy?
Shay.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. That didn't take very long, but still, we're gonna go ahead and go to you real quick.
I also have something I was gonna ask to perceive, but I'll still roll this.
Sure.
Okay, so perception, not bad. That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and tell me what you wanted to perceive, or do you want to roll a different one for it?
So, well, it was. I'll let you decide. Shay would be walking around. She's still holding her drink. But the two people that she wanted to kind of see what they were doing was Saba, which I'm assuming she's going to see a little bit of that.
Yeah, you can see that.
And Tristy, and who looks more occupied.
More occupied.
Like, she needs to make a decision on who she's going to go up to.
Okay.
And go talk to.
Okay. Gotcha. So you do see Saba engaging with Vesta in kind of center room. Tristy, it does take you a little bit to find her, but it's because you think for maybe a moment she was through the door and in the kitchen, and she's got a huge tray of food and drinks that she is stopping at multiple locations to let off. But you notice kind of she puts stuff down on the table, and as she kind of gets a second to smile and ask if they need anything else, she looks over at Lupin, and she goes to the next table, puts everything down, kind of takes stock at Lupin.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, Shay's going to start slinking up to that center table with Saba and Vesta.
Vesta actually kind of before you notice, You see Saba's looking around a lot when she's talking. She kind of looks at you, but then a lot of times while she's talking, she's just kind of talking up and out. And she kind of pauses and interrupts herself for a second, and she goes, "Your friend, what is she?" And you see, like, as that's happening, Shay is now making her way over to you guys.
And you're muted. Just get there.
I knew. That's one?
Yeah. I don't want to be rude, like...
I don't know what she is. I did not ask.
It's probably respectful. And at that moment, she leans over, and there is someone kind of on her other side. And she whispers, and that person, actually a couple that was there, and then someone kind of across on a beanbag chair, stand up and walk away. And now she's kind of got both arms back, and she's motioning Shay for a nice spot for you to sit right on her other side.
And that's what Shay does. She stops and drink in hand. Well, hello, ladies. Is there room for one more?
I mean, there's always room here, there, later, tomorrow.
How about right now? And
Yes.
Shay's going to sit down on the spot, occupying Saba's other side.
Awesome. We're definitely coming right back to this very shortly.
Okay.
Let's check in with Callie real quick. Callie, do you drink the drink that they poured for you?
Oh, so hard. Cherie would do it probably, but Callie would not.
Okay.
Or maybe Callie goes, what is this drink?
The female figure kind of gets right up to your ear. She says, "Pleasure."
Callie's going to turn and kiss her, evading the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Starting this party.
Mm-hmm. So she kisses back, kind of embraces you, and then you feel another hand take your face and pull your head across and over a different direction in an attempt to kiss you as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As he does,
Mm-hmm.
you taste the strong liquid as he was holding some in his mouth. As it kind of goes into your mouth, it is sweet. It is delicious.
Winked. Okay. She's gonna drink it.
Okay, so you take your glass, and this
No,
time
like
from
from his
him.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after that, you get pulled back, and another sip, and this is going to go back and forth for seemingly 2-3 rounds. Go ahead and give me that Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep. Here we go.
You still have Shay's bardic
Yes,
inspiration.
actually,
You still
I-
have the stream's inspiration and luck, I believe.
So, but
Or
I
did you
rolled
use the luck?
really well. 23, not natural. Well, obviously not natural.
Over the next 5 minutes, 3 minutes, seemingly pretty quick, where the time, once they stop doing this kind of give and take, dancing, just the music kind of picks up, the other figure joins in, and it is dancing. But 3 minutes in, you feel an effect.
Yeah.
The lights are blurring. You get the tracers. Your hairs are standing up. Your skin is tingly. We're going to come back to you probably one more time. Lupin, you've seen Shay and you've seen Calliope disappear. You know exactly where she is.
Okay.
You've seen Shay and Vesta now take up conversation with Saba. You had your conversation with Demi. Envy. Sorry. Let's go to Envy first, and then we'll come to Lupin. Envy. So you had that experience. You see Shay take up room with Vesta and Saba. What are you doing?
Can Envy see everybody from where he's at, or?
You can see everyone but Calliope.
The conversation with like Saba, Shay, and Vesta. Does there seem to be one more invested than the other? If that makes sense.
Between Shay and Vesta?
Yeah.
Give me an insight check. And I'm just gonna Shay and Vesta based on his role. You can kind of give him insight into how you're feeling about Saba at this moment.
16.
Vesta, why don't you go first? You don't really have to roll anything against it. I just wanted him to roll so you knew like how good of a vibe he's getting.
Vesta is interested in Saba, but you cannot tell for why.
Okay. Shay.
Shay looks comfortable, at ease, happy, flirty, and enjoying the moment.
And where's Lupin?
Lupin is back towards the bar. It's on from the entrance. It goes like entrance, center area. From the left of if you're looking in from the entrance, from the left, that wall along the back is the long bar and the doors that seem to disappear into a kitchen. He's taken up towards the front entrance. There's a corner over there that gets really good perspective of the room. They're in the middle open kind of area, and you were kind of making your way around one of the private areas when you got the girls with the drinks, and now you're kind of you're near the bar, walking and getting a good view of the open area in the middle, and you have a pretty good line of sight on Lupin.
Okay. And like how big room-wise is the area?
It's big. This open room is definitely like over 100 feet, maybe 150, 200 feet across. Maybe a little less deep. Even with the kitchen being on the width kind of part of it, it seems like this is a long, narrow building.
Okay. In that case, if Lupin's, it seems he might be out of range for this. So Envy will kind of like nest up towards like the corner region area and kind of like sip on his drink. And he'll activate his emboldening bond and kind of let that magic seep out and affect Vesta and Shay. And then he'll be the third to kind of keep us linked within the 30 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically
Like
an extra D4 for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that they might have to make for the next 10 minutes.
All right. Also, I need you, Envy, to roll me a D100.
Oh. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Okay, I always do this wrong. Like, D100s, they're like the hardest dice to read in the whole game, depending on what you
Just
roll.
because I feel like if we were rolling them more often, so hey, by the end of this campaign, you guys are going to be good at reading D100s.
52.
Okay.
Interesting number.
Vesta and Shay, you feel kind of this warm presence in this moment, very comforting, and now something you're familiar with. Vesta,
Yeah, I did it at the
Shay has.
the
Shay has.
the tryout.
tryout.
Yeah, I believe so.
Vesta didn't get the benefit of it at the tryouts, though.
Oh, she didn't. Well, here we are.
What is
I'd
this
like-
feeling? So sudden and new.
I'd like to think that when Shay feels it, she just like looks, makes eye contact with Envy and like does a little wink and then goes right back like seamlessly to the moment.
So, and then are you kind of taking in the surroundings and being perspective for now, Envy?
Yes, I want to serve as like a wingman, lookout man if need be, because I'm also emboldened in that sense. And then like I can't really communicate this to Lupin, but like I saw him and I kind of see what he's doing, so I want to like back him up as well, even though I can't bond with him at this moment. But yeah,
Cool.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
we're covering under each other's backs.
Well, good timing, because it is at this moment that Tristy, after dropping off plates and glasses, finally makes her way over to Lupin in a more private conversation. She approaches you, Lupin, and she says, "Busy night tonight. Do you miss it?" Oh, you're muted.
Thank you.
I
sorry.
need you now forever.
I tell her that I miss the people sometimes, but I think I'm enjoying my new work more. So.
Yeah, you better miss the people. I was just going to assume that. I wasn't going to make you say that.
Wow.
I have
What's
some news.
Oh, okay.
I've been waiting for my chance to try out to get membership into the Sisters.
Okay.
Apparently, there's been kind of a surge in applicants, and Varaka has decided to hold a different type of tryout. I don't know much. I should know more tomorrow, but I'm in. I'm gonna get my chance.
Thinking back, I guess, to prior conversations, I mean, is this something that she's really wanted, I guess? Okay.
Yeah,
Do
Go ahead and give me a history check.
okay.
But you know a lot, but I'm gonna see if you
Remember
inferred
the
some
thing I
stuff
know?
too. Yeah, remember
Okay.
and
Non-natural 20.
dirty 20. Okay. Yes, you know that this has been something she's wanted for a while. You know the reasoning is mostly to get out of the tavern. I mean, like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, the pay for the Sisters of Shar, it's not 5 gold a day, but it's definitely a membership. It's a sisterhood. There's a lot of fraternal or sororital features that make it inviting to people. You know a little bit about Tristy's background. You know she's from Holstrom. You know she had a difficult family life just through the conversations that you've had. So you've always kind of understood why she gravitates towards the Sisters. It's more than just like employment or hobby. It's like she
Looking
talks
for a family.
she talks about it as if family. Yeah.
Okay. Do I know of like the tryout structure or anything? or any of that?
Yeah, you know that usually they're individual, and usually it's some like mission to retrieve something or deface something or destroy something or kidnap someone, or there is evil intent in part of it. A lot of times the mission coincides with Char's vision and hatred to her sister Saloon.
Okay. Well, knowing that, I would...
Oh, also, Envy, you have Luck and Inspo from Frisky.
Knowing that, I would then like give her a hug and say, "Well, I mean, I'm really happy for you. This is what you've wanted for so long. So, yeah. Do you know what? So you said the trial is soon, I guess."
She says, I don't know, there's something different about this one. They haven't really told us that much yet. But, I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried.
Well,
It's not going to be easy. It's going to be dangerous. They always are.
I mean, do I know that it's something that she has to do alone?
Typically, it is alone. I mean, she was training to do alone. And you would know, too, that she is rather proficient in weapons. And she has armor. She does have martial prowess. She trains, and she's a fighter, for sure.
Do I know, like, once she gets her mission, is she like, could she even tell me as part of this process, or is it kind of a secretive thing?
I'm going to say that you have to ask her that, and she says, you know, I don't know. But I'm going to find out, because maybe having you behind the scenes or just, within reach
Around.
might, yeah, it should make me feel better.
Well, yeah, let me know. If I can, I'll help. But yeah, this is your shot. I'm excited for you. Yeah.
She smiles and says, well, I mean, really, I'm just taking your lead. You got out of here. If you can get out of here, I can get out of here, right?
Yeah, you can. I think you can do this. Just let me know how I can help. So.
You
Hey,
help.
What?
All the time. You help.
What's up with this? Like, why is this place? I mean, it's busy, but like, it's busier than normal. Is there something like going on today here?
No, I think that I hate to say it, but I think the little tryout festival thing actually had an effect on the people of this town. We have... Jaren is great, but he hasn't had to kick out a single patron yet.
Interesting. I mean, I'm also seeing, I guess, with what you're saying, I mean, some new blood around, and pointing out to the one girl that was, I guess, you pointed out last game.
Yeah,
She was,
Fallista.
Yeah. And it's like, I guess, yeah, they're up in their numbers for something, I guess.
She kind of, when you point out Fallista, she kind of, like, you see her face kind of, like, go a little sad for a second, and she goes, man, poor girl, she doesn't look comfortable at all, does she?
Not really, no. At least not comfortable in this place, no. So, do you know what her story is? Like, I guess for work, I guess? Or have you talked to her at all?
Not much beyond just pleasantries. I mean, I know her, she knows me. We do train a little bit together. We help out around the tower. She's pretty quiet.
Okay. Well, maybe. Well, I'm sure you know why I'm here, just to make sure this place stays in one piece. But maybe if I have time, I'll go see what she's up to, how she's doing.
Lou, it's not your job anymore. you're not getting paid to keep this place together.
Yes, I'm now
We've
paid
joked
to
about-
keep this town together.
We've joked about coming into work one day and it just being rubble on the ground and how we both just feel happy. But she does nervously look around to make sure that Demi didn't like walk by right at that moment.
Yeah.
I should. We've been talking about me. Are you okay? How are you? How's your mom?
She's good. I'll leave it at that with that
Yeah,
line. 'Cause,
and-
yeah.
You know that she's tried to talk to you about your mom, and this is your typical kind of response, and she never pushes further.
Mhm.
All right, well, I better get back to work. I need, real quick, perception checks from Envy, Vesta, and Shay.
Extra D4.
Yeah. All of y'all.
Oh, is it
All of
automatic?
y'all.
It's an
It's the
automatic.
bless. Yeah, it's
I
like a
don't get to
bless.
choose.
Yeah.
6 seconds, but
Perfect, because I'll need it.
Okay,
And
I
I'm
rolled a
probably gonna use
D8.
a lot.
I rolled a D8. Hold on.
I'm gonna use one of my lucks, which is a reroll. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, chat.
No, that was not.
Oh,
Bitches, that's a natural 20.
Bacchus isn't here. Let me know if y'all see Bacchus in chat. We need to make sure he's here when I divvy out his Ko-Fi Lux and Inspos that I've missed.
Bacchus
Yeah.
just helped me get a natural 20 on my reroll.
is the Ko-Fi ones non-expirational type?
Well, I'm obviously going to make an exception because they're from like months ago. So, yeah, we're we're gonna pick a time, hopefully when he's here, and to use them, and then you'll be able to use them during that session.
Oh, okay. Then I used one of the lucks. I don't know which one it was, but I was told I have a luck.
Okay, I believe you.
But yeah.
In Ko-Fi, you can use one. If one of them's for you, sure. Oh, everyone. I think everyone got one.
Because it says everyone and
No.
then one extra for Shay, so I used one of them.
Cool.
One of my two.
That's fair. We'll save the one for everyone for when he's here,
Okay.
but you use that as your
Excellent.
extra one. That's fair. Okay, so what were the rolls?
22.
22.
25.
Natural 20, but a total of 24.
All right. Y'all all notice it. Envy, it's as you look back to the conversation, like you notice, you kind of are...
25.
25? You're watching
Yeah.
the conversation between Lupin and Tristy. And then you look back at the conversation between Vesta and Shay. And you catch it kind of at the same time Vesta and Shay catches it. As Saba is talking, regaling you with another story about something here or there, she hesitates and kind of like stutters for a second, and you see she's watching something very intently and then kind of like shakes it off and starts talking, but at a lower timbre of voice. Envy, at that moment, you kind of look back, and right as you see Tristy retreating from the hug she gave Lupin, or Lupin gave her, as the focus point of Saba.
And was that hesitation like her trying to discern what they were talking about, or like the interaction, or...
Yeah, y'all all rolled really high, so you know this feeling. This is a look of pain, of longing.
Who's she logging after?
It hurt her heart. It hurt her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Lupin out here breaking everybody's heart.
Hey, Lupin.
Got 99 problems and Lupin is one.
Yeah. The thing is,
But I know
say
nothing.
it. I can't say it.
But-
That's a joke for another day. As this moment passes, is there anything different or more you guys want to do? Let me do this real quick. Calliope, give me one more Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Maybe more. We'll see. I know you have a really strong roll against it, so you get to add the D4.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so then that's 24 plus. Let me get my D4. Plus 3, so 27.
Okay.
And
Shit roll. Shit roll.
You're offered another drink.
Calliope is going to use her bardic inspiration to try to distract them from the drink offering and get more into a physical offering.
Give me a... Golly, what is this?
Performance?
No. No, I believe Calliope can do what she wants to do there.
Persuasion?
No. Give me an insight check.
Insight. All right.
It's survival, y'all.
Survival. Oh, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna re-roll that. I am going to use. So I just used my bardic. Cup of Tiefling gave me a luck.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use that to re-roll. And this was insight, you said?
G-Dubs also just gave you luck and inspo.
Ooh, thank you. Ooh.
But this is insight, correct?
Oh no! Is that a good or?
I'm using a different dice, and I'm going to use another. You said who just gave me?
G-Dubs. G-Dubs gave you luck and
Oh,
inspo.
okay, thank you.
You're using another luck?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. Okay. I'm gonna use a different die.
Performance.
There you go.
Performance
There you go.
anxiety.
I swear this never happens. Okay.
How
Okay, so
appropriate.
that's gonna be- yes. Insight is gonna be. Ooh, that's a 17 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
You were feeling really good, and you were getting into the vibe, and you thought this was going to be a carefree, fun-loving thing. And then, as the alcohol doesn't affect your stone-cold tolerance, and maybe Vesta's additional resistance,
Resistance only lasts for a minute, so that's gone.
okay, but still above it. You still rolled above a 20. Or no, but yeah, no, you're still fine on the poison on the alcohol. This insight check though, you notice something, and your mind that always kind of gives you that checkpoint, that second, what's going on here? There's a click, and what's different is like as you diverted that drink, you kind of caught a nervous glance between the three figures.
Ooh. Okay. Calliope is going to. She's gonna go. Oh. I'm so sorry. Excuse me for a minute. Oh, I'm gonna run to the restroom. And she's going to get up, and she's going to walk toward the restroom.
Mm-hmm. Give me a Now I want that performance check.
She wasted. She
Yeah.
blew all her extra. Right?
Hold
You have anything else? Better
yeah,
roll high, girl.
Dubs gave me luck and And inspo, right? I only
And
use the
yes, you only use the luck, so you have an inspo for sure. You still have Shay's inspo, I believe,
I don't know.
the unfailing one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fingers crossed.
I'm assuming it would only be able to be saved once over. I don't know if it's like revolving.
No, it is.
failing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how
it
Chris
is?
Solo played it when he was playing
Well,
that bard.
all right,
Yeah.
DM. Okay.
It's literally called unfailing. Like,
This is true.
no,
I'm not gonna argue this.
not
This
like
is great.
persistent for one time and then gives up.
15.
15 performance.
Did you add your D8 roll?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Thank you. Oh my god.
You're welcome. We're just talking about it, so you're good, girl.
Anxiety.
You're a great performer when you're.
Plus 7. 15 plus 7 is 22.
Yep.
Yeah.
You make your way through the curtains and out. Immediately you notice like the air is like 10 degrees cooler as you get out of that. Like the heat just inside those cloths and curtains was definitely strong heat. As you come out into the room,
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and go on break, and then we'll come back.
Calliope wants to do a thing.
Calliope
Okay.
can do the thing when we come back from break.
Okay. Fine.
All right, everyone. We're going to take a 10-minute break to refresh drinks and use the outhouses, just like Calliope. And we will be right back. Enter exclamation critical for our giveaway. We're going to do our first dice drawing when we come back from break. And we will see you all right back here in about 10 minutes.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bel's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Hey, we're back. We did it. And then I was gonna do something else, and it just left because I said, "Hey." Oh, that's what I was gonna do. The giveaway. Give it away now.
Give it away
This
now.
will be pretty easy, as one person has entered the drawing, and Tig54 has won the giveaway. Welcome back, Tig. Glad you're here. Glad you're joining us. Congrats. Dice.
Thank you, Tig, for
dice.
supporting us.
Dicey dice.
Captain Dice.
We
Okay.
thank you with free dice. Woo!
I feel like we left. Calliope ran to the bathroom. Was that the last thing?
No.
No, what was the last
never.
thing? What was the last thing?
So, oh, yeah, that is the last thing that happened. But Calliope wants to do a thing.
Yeah.
So she's going to like kind of in the bathroom. She's gonna make herself throw up.
Okay.
Yes. So she's gonna make herself throw up, and then there's not running water, huh?
Darn the world of D&D.
There's like a picture of cleanish water.
She's
Okay.
vomiting into a hole in the ground with a board covering
She's
it.
gonna she's gonna like look at this pitcher of water and she knows that all sorts of nasty ass hands have been in it, and like
That'll make you throw up.
Yeah, so she's gonna take it and she's gonna like plug her nose and gulp it down.
Yeah.
And then
it's got some taste.
yeah, it's got some flavor.
It's got flavor. Yep.
So she's going to take a second and like steady herself. And how's she feeling?
I mean, your con saves have been colossal, so you feel normal again. Like, again, there was a lot of sensations. Now that you've left the area, the heat is gone. Like, there's just a lot that's just different now. The music feels different. Like, you were spinning a little bit in there, but you seem clear-headed.
Calliope's gonna go out and she's gonna start looking for the crew. She's gonna go for Lupin.
Well, as you step out of the bathroom, and I'm gonna say Envy and Lupin, yeah, y'all both see it. Lupin, Tristy has left. You kind of went back to scanning the crowd. Maybe you probably saw Calliope run towards a outhouse bathroom room. Just about 30 seconds after she did that, and kind of now, Calliope, as you're coming out, you see the three figures are kind of quickly exiting the curtained area and making their way towards the front door.
Calliope is going to run at them and do a prideful roar as she begins to rage.
She warned you.
Man.
She did warn you.
Oh.
Solid.
I thought it was a joke.
We never joke about fighting in brothels.
I need
Brings
to
us
find
together.
What is this one? I'm just trying to find quick music change to.
Oh shit! Shay really wanted to talk to Saba. Like, has been waiting to talk to Saba.
Do we want
I'll let you retrospectively put something in before
Would
we
you?
keep
Would
going.
you?
Yeah, we will.
Do you
There's
want
It
just-
wasn't a lot. It was
pause
like
this?
literally 3 questions.
Do you
this
want
one
to pause my attack while she asked?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
None of these are great.
Shall I dive in? Look for
Okay.
music.
What is? Let's do Saba real quick. I'll listen and look for music. We'll see. Okay.
Okay, I'll keep it. Luckily, I actually already wrote everything down. Okay. So, Saba, your place, it's so nice. I feel really rushed right now. So.
No, you're fine. Take your time. Really.
No, I want Calliope to have her moment.
Oh, don't worry. It will. It's like this is happening meanwhile elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is like. This is like a TV
Rewind.
show where like it's the commercial break really. You know how a lot of times TV shows will have something happen, but then like when you come back from commercial, it's a little bit before that big thing happens.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it is.
Okay, I need to like suppress my own excitement then. Okay.
You don't
Well.
know shit pop up.
I know nothing. Chelsea Shay. So Saba. Nice place you have here.
Oh, I can't take credit for this. It's ours, but it's not mine.
Oh, so it's his sister's. I was under the impression it was yours.
Oh, you flatter me with the words like this. What else did you
Take the
think about me?
flattery. Well, judging by your establishment, well, it's very nice in here. I'll definitely be back.
Anytime.
And so I have some questions. Is everyone that work here like part of the sisterhood? Is part of the Sisters of Shar?
Yeah. Most of them are recruits, initiates. You gotta really put in the work before you're trusted with ranks like mine.
Right.
But,
But-
yeah, it's, you put in the work, you put in the time, and eventually you get rewarded.
Just the females or all the workers here?
Well, anyone can be promoted. Anyone can pass the test. But I wouldn't lie if I didn't say that Varaka tends to trust women more.
Okay. All right. So it's not. I thought it was females only. All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Where,
but
speaking.
you should see
What?
the guys that we have, though. They're not like the most dominant or powerful figures.
Where is Varaka? We haven't met her yet. We haven't had the pleasure.
You've met her at the trials.
Have I thought I only met you.
She laughs.
Only had my eyes on you.
Oh, are you still doing this? Is this still going on?
What?
We all know about it. We make jokes and laugh about how you boldly put on the face of the man that would be your boss.
That was fun. Funny enough, he didn't seem to mind at all. He hasn't brought it up once.
That's probably best for you. He doesn't handle disappointment very well. You know that, right?
Well, I haven't disappointed him yet, so no.
Now I have something in common with Lord Havish. Haven't disappointed me yet either.
I hope this doesn't disappoint you. And I'm gonna like kind of lean in a little closer. If I were to come back when I have a little bit more time on my hands for the evening, could you give me a recommendation for, I don't know, one of your girls here? I'm looking for somebody experienced. You know, somebody who might be like cream of the crop, like your most popular girl. Somebody that you wouldn't just give to anybody, maybe to some of your top tier clients. I'm looking for
Right.
somebody really special.
I just need to clarify and be clear that I can't give you anyone. You're gonna have to pay. I
Right.
can only offer one body for free.
Don't worry, I'm not cheap. But yes, I understood. I meant to pay.
Well, yeah. I can do that. Yeah. You notice that like she's having she's drunk. She is
Okay.
drunk.
She notices that she's drunk.
Cool. Yeah. And she's having trouble because she's bouncing in and out of this flirty, charming persona, and then she was like talking
Okay.
to you differently, and like she kind of like you can just see at times she's like maybe struggling to keep up with that persona.
Okay.
And she says, more in a friendly tone, just like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I can find someone that I got you. I got you.
Well, just if I'm here and you're not here, is there a name? Just a name or two. Your most popular girls. For later. Just a note.
I'm thinking.
It's okay. Go to your encyclopedia of names
Mhm.
and people. My pencil is ready.
Talisandra.
Alessandra.
She has the smoothest skin.
And then she'll just settle back in her cup.
And as you settle back in your cup, you hear this ruckus kind of building towards the back, towards the entrance, towards the bar. That's where the door to the bathroom was. From there, as you turn, you see Calliope is now barreling. She's like knocking over people that were standing waiting for a place to sit down right there, and she is booking it towards the front door as her large jowls open up and a roar that you've heard before escape her lips. I need to ask Calliope something. So, like, where you are and where they're coming for, you're going to make it to the door first. Are you wanting to... Because the range is 15 feet on your roar, I believe. Do you want to wait till they get closer in range, or just as you get over?
I don't actually, I'm not going to immediately, like, I want to apprehend them. I want to know what happened. They might get hurt in the process, but...
Well, as you start barreling towards the door, they pick up speed as well. And they, for a second, it is a race to the front door. There are other people taking notice too, but pretty much everyone, all of you can see this. You start to hear the questions of like, what's going on? Who is that?
I mean, if I would have noticed this happening, I would have gone toward the door to block it.
Okay, so we'll say that you, with your speed, as Calliope, as you are like making your line to where, like, to try to cut them and intersect them at the door, you see a blur of fur come up as Lupin passes in front of you and goes towards the door to intercept their path as well. Let's go down the line.
As she
And-
that she's gonna speak to him and say, "Apprehend them."
Shay, if within range, within 30 feet, would like to cast Mage Hand as she sees this to try and trip. Use her Mage Hand to trip
Okay.
the foot of one of the people running.
Okay. I want you to make a ranged spell attack. And
Okay.
this is out of combat for now. I'm letting you guys do an action. We'll go around, and then we'll roll initiative.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That's a 2.
2.
That was I rolled a 2, and I think plus my spell attack is an 8. This is a 10.
The hand goes in for the sweep of the leg, but you've never driven your hand around like stools and beanbag chairs and all this stuff. And so, like, as you're lining up the shot, you go to move the hand, and you hear this thud as it, like, goes into this beanbag chair before it makes it to the foot, and it just doesn't hit.
Okay.
So, let's say Vesta. So now, Calliope, Lupin, and Shay have all gone. I'll ask real quick before Vesta. Lupin, you did your movement. Is there anything else, like, you would want, like, if it was a full combat round that you would want to do?
Me?
Lupin.
Oh, okay. I think you said.
I mean, if I had a turn in this area, what
It's
I would
all
do
happening
is
at
pretty much-
once. I'm just letting you all do your reactions, which is like a combat round, but it's not so much priority.
Right. I mean, my goal for all this would be to get to the door and essentially have, I guess, a shield out to block it from being able to leave. So,
Okay. So, do you want to, like, ready an action?
I mean, my goal, if I can get there first, I mean,
You do
I'm
get there-
not going to
you
let
get
them
there
leave.
first. That's
Okay.
You do. Are you kidding?
So
I know how
then-
fast you run. You get there first.
So then I would, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, block the passageway, however that, I mean, whatever that means. So,
Yeah.
block the
Okay.
exit.
Gotcha. Vesta, now, seeing that you've seen these events kind of happening, how do you respond?
How does? I mean, Sabo's been watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does Sabo seem perturbed?
She's interested. She stopped talking. She's watching, but so far she hasn't made a move.
Okay, I'm going to remain seated and watch, but fire. I'm gonna do the cantrip produce flame, and I'll have just some fire in my hand as I watch. Maybe I'll stand up. I'll stand up where I'm seated, and I'll stand up with fire in my hand and watch, but I'm not gonna move any closer.
Feel non-committal.
I'm just unsure what's happening so far.
Yeah, that's fair.
Reasonable. That's reasonable.
Vesta.
Also, I have not decided if I like you or not.
That's fair.
Vesta,
I keep ruining your
I
accent.
need you to roll me a D100.
I'm getting jealous, Colin. Everyone's got to roll a D100.
Okay.
It's true.
I know.
30.
30. Okay. The cantrip, fire, all that happens as you want. You are ready to see what the next phase is, ready to jump in at a moment's notice. Envy.
I'm going to set down my drink.
At least it's
Sort
not
of.
3 drinks.
Yeah. Sort of in fashion, move to follow after Blurry Lupin and then the area where Calliope went. And you said there's 3 of them?
Yes, 3 in a line going towards the door.
Okay. I will hold a true strike. So I'm gonna kind of like perceive the area and like hone in on the one that's closest to the door to gain advantage on anything that I might do going forward from here.
Sure. So the way I'm going to do that is like a ready to action because True Strike's an action. So that way, basically, if you don't use it, nothing happens. But if you use it, it counts as your action from the last round, but you can use it for your next round. So that would generally work. Okay. The 3 forms skid to a stop, look at each other, and the one in front, one of the males says, "Go for the back." And that's where we'll roll initiative. Also, though, while we're rolling initiative, y'all notice there are other forms in the room that you hear a few chairs, and you see several forms stand up. Okay, I'm
Does
gonna
it
roll a
look
few
like
real
these
quick.
people that are running? Are they wearing like the traditional like garb and clothing?
Sisters of Shar?
Like, do they
No.
look like they work here?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Thank
They're
you.
wearing. They're
Are the
wearing.
people standing up wearing Sisters of Shar stuff?
I will say, give me a perception check. We'll say you get this look in before we go into initiative.
Vesta, don't forget we are still emboldened.
Yep.
I
Yes.
am not, unfortunately.
Does
I
that
have
do you get to
inspiration
add?
though.
D4 to initiative. Initiative is an ability check.
Yeah?
Yes.
Initiative is an
Okay,
ability
that's
check.
what I was
It's a
asking.
dexterity
I didn't know that. Thank
check.
you.
What does an inspiration give? What die?
Who's it from? The chat? D6.
I don't
It
know.
It's
wasn't
from,
for
like,
me,
Twitch.
unfortunately.
Yeah, if it's from Twitch, it's
Yeah, okay.
D6. All right, let's get initiatives. Vesta.
25.
25. Lupin.
Yeah.
13.
13. Shay.
24.
24. Callie.
Callie is 20 even, but not natural.
Envy.
19.
Jeez Louise.
My perception was 14.
No, they're not wearing Sisters of Shar uniforms.
Okay.
You count just through your initial. You see, it's kind of hard because there are also people that have stood up, but are definitely immediately making movements to hide, dive behind counters, or get under tables, or get away from this central space. But with a 25, Vesta, you are first.
Oh my god. Okay. Seeing what's happening, I'm going to step away from Saba. And I am going to cast. Do I see other weapons around, or do I just see people circling?
Do you see other weapons?
Yeah, do I see any weapons? Or do I just see suspicious
No
movement?
weapons yet. Except, no one's drawn a weapon yet.
Okay. Well, then I am going to just stand up and move much closer towards Calliope.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
already standing. I move
towards the
closer to
door.
Calliope.
Yeah, so y'all are right now. There's a group forming at the front door, which is Lupin, Calliope, and Vesta.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything
But,
else?
yeah. I don't want to clump with them, but moving towards them, towards the people who seem to be causing problems.
Do you
for my
want to?
almost friends.
Are you trying to flank them? Are you trying to put them
Yes.
between? Okay. I mean, that's a little different.
It is a little.
Thank you, Deceptra, MB for the subscription.
Woohoo! Sorry.
All right, let's go to 24, which is Shay.
All right.
Oh my god, guys, I'm using pen and paper for initiative tracking.
How far away? Like, can I get to them, or where the group is and everybody, and where I was?
Where you are? Yeah, you were next to you. Yeah, you could get to them with your
Okay.
normal movement. You were
Okay,
kind
cool.
of towards the front door.
So Shay will just like, ever so casually, turn to Saba and be like, "Excuse me," and then walk up to the group and the three figures, and she will just kind of like with her drink still in hand, with like a movement like this, and you'll see like a couple of golden words like of type kind of like swirl in the air. Leaving so soon, are we? And cast Charm Person at 3rd level on all 3 of them.
Okay. What kind of
And so I need them to make I need them all to make wisdom saving throws.
What's the DC?
16.
Okay. You feel the spell take hold of 2 of them.
Okay.
Roll for me a d6, please.
D6.
Mm-hmm.
Which color? Go with this one. Can I add a
No,
D4
no, you
to
don't
it?
need to. No, it's
Okay,
this
okay.
This is different.
This is a 3.
3. Okay. And the spell you cast was Charm, right?
Charm Person on 3 people. On the 3 individuals.
Okay, so... Okay. You know it took hold on 2 of them, but you don't know because their initiative hasn't happened. You really don't know how they're going to respond yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they regard me as a friendly acquaintance for the next hour.
Okay.
Unless somebody causes harm to him.
All right. So with Shay, that then goes to 20, Callie. Oh, yeah, you're next, so we're about to find out. F around and find out.
F around and find out right now. So Callie is interested in detaining them. She's going to run up to the one that's closest to the door and grab them. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a grapple check, which I believe should be on your character sheet. Actions? Probably not. Unarmed strike for grapple. Grapple.
Oh.
Grapple. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack.
But she's like not necessarily trying to hurt him.
So you can make an athletics check. Sorry, athletics check.
Okay. That's nat 20
Oh boy.
plus
Does she
7.
grapple them?
27.
Mm-hmm.
What
You
conditions they're there?
bear hug this. It's one of the men, not the super tall, lengthy one more kind of average sized. He was the one that was pouring the drink. You lift him up and he kind of goes, hey, hold on, I thought, what? And he looks frightened.
All right. Is he struggling?
Is he struggling? Yeah. But to you, it's super manageable.
It's nothing to him. Okay. So,
Business side of him.
business time. I'm gonna say, what were you doing?
Okay.
I know I'm talking to him in the middle of. Yeah.
That's fine. They'll get to respond. They haven't had their initiative yet, but that's you asked the question. What are you doing?
What were you doing?
What were you doing? Okay, so then it goes to Envy.
Oh, I'm about to go big, hard in the paint. High risk, high reward. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my action, but specifically for this, I'm gonna hold a 3rd level guiding bolt, and you're gonna see as he's like focusing the energy and like all this radiance is like building up, he's gonna like draw from it with his free hand and twin it, and I'm gonna use 3 sorcery points to have 2 guiding bolts just blazing in my hand for the first person, anybody that does anything offensive towards my friends.
Mm.
So
Who wants it? Who
mark
wants
And
it?
not you, just your friends.
yeah, just my friends.
Oh,
So
nice.
that'll take 3 of my sorcery points and a 3rd level spell regardless. But y'all see like a lot of radiance just holding.
Okay, so you're like missiles are locked and loaded like at your shoulders, just kind of bottle rocket fireworks, just waiting for a target.
Holy
Okay.
rockets.
Go ahead, just
Wishing a motherfucker would.
just for giggles, give me an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Soundtrack guy agreed.
4.
Yeah.
There he is again.
Aha.
22.
22. Yeah. For sure.
They
22.
scared.
For sure. Okay. Lupin.
They haven't gone yet?
Nope.
Okay. The one that said, was I close enough to see the one that said go to the back door? Did I hear them say that?
Yeah. Yeah, because the room was pretty quiet, like tense, quiet moment right there after Calliope made a focus-changing rush towards the door. You heard him say that.
Do I know how far they are away from the back door?
You never really saw a back. There were several doors towards the back. You know, God, you do. You know
What is
what
this
the back
music?
door- They are. I mean, they're
Get
right.
up this
They're
brothel.
like within 20 feet of the front door, so they're about 140 feet from the back door, ish.
All right, I can cover that. So I'll hold my turn to see where they go.
So you're delaying.
I'm delaying,
You're
yeah,
delaying.
because I want to
Okay.
see what happens of where they go.
At this moment, Demi Tanner, kind of, you hear her pushing her way and say, "Hey! What's the meaning of this? Not in my establishment." And she kind of looks, as she kind of gets to the front, she sees the crowd that's kind of grouped up. You're there, Lupin? You're right at the front.
I'm at the door.
And you see,
No,
like,
I have yeah.
her face is surprised a bit to see you there. And she turns, "What's the meaning of this?" Saba also now has made a move. She actually kind of reaches over like this central circular cushion thing that she was sitting on. She reaches up and over and pulls out a bow staff that seems to have been apparently hiding in this, like the central compartment of this Vegas style pillow thing that's in my head. And she's at the ready, at least now, with a weapon of sorts in hand.
And can Calliope respond out of turn?
Yeah.
Since
Can
you
we
had
free?
your initiative, you have about 6 seconds
Okay.
of speech that if you guys want to respond, you can.
They tried to poison me.
Our friends here are gonna let us know exactly what's going on, aren't you?
Okay.
I got him in a headlock.
Demi responds, "Do you have proof?" But we don't get to answer quite yet. So that's kind of her response. She's asking. You can tell like she wants to find out more information. Then we go to some people out in the crowd, not really catching the cue for a moment. Envy, remind me. Oh, geez. Remind me where you are in the room. You're not at the front, are you?
No, but I would be within 30 feet of Shay and
Vesta.
Vesta, just to get that bolt bond staying established.
Okay, so you're
But,
kind of away from the rest of them.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
15.
15. And are you wearing armor?
Just my studded leather.
Okay. The tension of the room is broken as you hear wood shattering as one of the figures had stood up kind of close to Envy and taken a chair and went straight for the back. But Envy's armor holds up and the chair just kind of collapses. Envy, you don't even budge. You just let it just breaks across your back and it just feels like someone like nudged you a tiny bit. And as like you just instinctually turn to regard this new threat, all that look you have going on, you see this figure that was like, he's a big guy, human, tall, muscular for sure. I mean, his knees almost buckle at how immediate he goes from being intimidating to being completely fucking scared of you.
What is he like? Does he look like he's part of the Sisters of the Shar, or just like
No.
a person, a patron? Okay.
A regular-looking guy in darkish clothing. I mean, dark pants,
Okay.
dark shirt, long sleeves, inconspicuous to a degree.
If I can, I'll like look over my shoulder, but still like keep my focus on the scene. Make better life decisions, I advise. And I'll just like keep holding that spell.
He's going to use his movement to run towards that back door. So this is just a guy from the crowd is now running towards the back door. Several of the other figures, there's two other figures that stood up that seem to have been not a part of this group, yet now seem to be interacting in a way. They are walking towards the front door, but like kind of slowly. If you want to, on your turn, you can make an insight check and see exactly, try to gauge how they're feeling. But they're engaging slowly. That takes us to the three. The one in the middle, the tall, lengthy male, is going to make a break for it and try to run. Calliope, you are in his zone of control, yet you have someone grappled, so you really can't reach out with anything because your weapons are currently being occupied. Lupin can react, I believe. Envy could react, although you said if someone made this isn't so much of an aggressive action. He's bolting towards the back door.
That's only one of them. Two
Just the
others are
middle
staying
one.
there.
The two other.
So-
The one's grappled.
so
The
she-
front one's grappled.
So she essentially grappled one that I charmed, and the one that's running away is the one that's not charmed.
You would assume so, yeah.
Okay. Would I have a free like? Can I talk to her? Can I like communicate that? Because I know we're in initiative, so I just don't want
Yeah,
to.
you already
turn.
used your free act, right? Didn't you? Did you respond initially with the free action? Like you asked for 6 seconds of speech.
I have not since my turn. It's unless
Okay.
somebody.
No, if you
have I
haven't,
gone, you
I know
guys?
that
I don't
some
think
people
I have.
some people spoke. So if you haven't used your free speech, you can use it now for sure. Like you're just.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I haven't spoken since my turn.
Okay, yeah, you
Unless
can
like,
use it.
I'm just like second guess myself. Calliope, I think that one might be the one you might want to grab. These two are kind of open for talking.
And Calliope is immediately gonna let go of the headrest and unarmed strike that guy in the back with my claw. Oh wait, claw that guy in the back with my.
I'm gonna say that opportunity did unfortunately pass.
Oh, okay.
He did, yeah. Before, it was just a little bit too late to get that kind of action.
Okay.
And we'll wait till your turn to. But you can relax your grip if you'd like. That's a free action
Yeah.
if you want. Okay.
Yeah, I'll unhand the one I had in a headlock.
The two that
And
are
then
still
they-
there, as the other one like kind of stretches, and the one behind, the female, kind of with a weird place smile with the tension in the room, looks at Shay and goes, "Oh dear, I didn't know she was a friend of yours. Oh no. We'll make this right." And she reaches into her pocket. Calliope, how much gold did you have on your person?
Calliope learned a lot of really good lessons tonight. Like, one, bring your fucking great axe with you everywhere. 2, wear some armor. 3, don't take drinks from strangers, no matter how erotic and sexy. Cherie learned that lesson too.
First night out on the town, a free woman in a big city.
Right. First night out, thinking it was just gonna be fun. Calliope had like 5 gold on her.
Makes sense. Sure enough, she hands over 5 gold pieces and kind of like, "Sorry, love, just a night's work for us." And Demi says, "Well, no. Demi, at this moment, she sees, she kind of takes in the room, realizing that there is still a bit of a threat here. She's kind of now speaking to the 2 like larger figures moving towards the front and saying, "All right, everything seems resolved, right? You guys can take your leave, don't come back, and we can all not spill blood." So top of the round is Vesta.
I'm looking between the group, very confused. But I'm gonna I don't know what I want to do. Like, I wanna...
Audio on this, Colin. Keep
Yeah.
so great.
I don't know what I want to do.
6 seconds.
She's still holding fireball. She's gonna step closer to the one that Calliope, the one that is not charmed, got away, right?
He's running, yeah.
How far is
he?
he?
He used his turn to dash, but he's not at the door. He made it about halfway to the door.
How far away is he?
He's about 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna hold out my hand, not the fireball hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay. Is hold
Nice.
is okay? So, but just you'll probably have to drop produce flame, right? Because it's
Yeah,
concentration.
yeah.
Okay, so
It
the
goes
flame
away.
Goes away. It's a okay. Tell me, Wisdom save DC.
15.
This guy, man,
This guy.
He's working real hard. You feel the spell, and you think for a moment you see his leg lock up as he's running, but it's just a quick hesitation. You notice on the floor that someone was hiding under a table and their leg was sticking out, and he's kind of hesitant for a second, hops over it, and continues on his way as you feel the spell kind of fizzle and fade, not connecting.
Damn. Well, I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to go after him, because I don't like that somebody's getting away.
After Demi said her thing, did the 2 gentlemen that got up, did they stop moving, or they still moved toward the front door?
They haven't really had a chance to respond yet. This is still part of that same round. She was using a free action to say that. So.
Okay. I could probably make it to the back door where they're going, right? Like, just by pure movement.
All right. Remember we talked about this. Yes, you can.
So excited.
But this straight line, right?
Well, yeah.
There's
but
tables
how
and
far
couches
is the
and
door?
pillows. You're 100. You're at the front, right? You're 120 feet.
So if he doesn't do the straight line, how much movement does he have?
If he doesn't do, you can. Then it's
I
like
have 80. I can move 80.
No,
Actually, no.
only 80.
No.
just
I
wait.
Can move
he can move a lot
full
more. He can move
120.
Wow.
I can
with
move a
with
full
your
120.
with your bonus, your movement, and your action, right?
Yeah.
A 120
Yeah.
without straight line. Yep, you sure can.
Right.
Is that what you want to do?
How close are those two guys to the front door?
40 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna ask, as ask Calliope to block the front door.
Okay.
And I will move 120 feet to the back door.
Yeah. So obviously, since you're not doing the lupinal all fours,
No.
we're saying
No.
like there are times when you like leap off a chair to vault over a table or a bean bag, and you just kind of make your way bounding, leaps and bounding. Both you and Vesta charging towards the back door, but you making it all the way. Just like you're the first one there for sure, but you used everything to get there. So that takes you. That was after Vesta, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So are we out of initiative order?
No, but when you delay, you
he delayed.
He
That's
delayed.
right.
So
Okay.
that's a whole
Thank
turn.
you.
So he takes a new point in the initiative now.
Gotcha.
Shay, you are next.
Okay. So Lupin did move. I saw him move.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
He ran. Okay.
As much as you see someone run 120 feet in 6 seconds
6 seconds.
Okay.
with ease.
Shay will turn to the person who just hit the chair over Envy
Uh huh.
and go, we're gonna be using our words here. My friend has some questions first. And I'm gonna cast Bane at 2nd level and go ahead and cast it against the person who hit Envy and the
Just so
person
you-
running.
Just to I want to make sure you remember, the person that Envy hit me is actually also running towards the door. He hit Envy, and then Envy
Oh.
scared the shit out of him, and then now he's running towards the door as well.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't know that part. So they're both running. Got
They are
it.
both-
Okay, so
there are
then
two figures
she
running
wouldn't
towards the
just
back
say, She would go, where are you going? My friend hasn't questioned you yet. And cast Bane on both of the two people running.
Okay.
So I need them to make charisma saving throws.
Of DC.
16.
Uh-huh. Man, I don't know. This one guy, the original, the OG guy running, he succeeds.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the big guy that hit Indy with a chair failed.
Okay. And then with a bonus action, she'll just do a little whistle and like her golden script comes out and she's going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Lupin.
All right, Lupin, you feel inspired. But as your Bane takes hold of the big guy, you see like he's wincing in pain as he feels something just like zapping the energy and everything out of his body. And he's, who the fuck are you guys? Anything else? Your worst nightmare.
I think,
Where
yeah,
is it?
because I'm staying with my movement, so that's my whole turn.
Okay. 20 is California.
Callie, hey, knows how to party, is gonna run towards the front door to block off there.
You're pretty close to the front door.
Yeah.
So you just kind of shuffle over. You are a large presence now blocking the doorway. Anything else?
Yeah. Calliope's raging.
Okay, you were raging.
Oh, I don't have to rage again.
I would say that
long-
you would be fine for this round, but now because you had that guy grappled, that counts as an attack.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
now for your next round, you're in jeopardy of losing your rage.
Okay.
Yeah, or I guess after your turn.
So
you
then,
would-
yeah, she's like, she looks like a mad dog. She's like breathing in and out of her mouth, like panting. There's some spittle like from the sides. Like she's real mad.
Envy.
So that rush of energy is gonna come out as the spells dissipate, and he is gonna, at first level, cast detect magic. Go ahead.
Okay. What is the radius of detect magic?
Anything 30 feet from me. So, since there's more people towards the door, he's gonna walk in that direction.
Okay. So
And
you
leave
move
the
your
guy that's
movement. You were about 40 feet, so you can get everyone in range if you want. That was towards the front of the room. Yeah, you see several things. You see any magical items that your compatriots have. So I mean, technically, at some point, people should let you know what radiates as magic. You don't have to like tell them exactly what it is, but you can say my belt, my sword, whatever. He's done this before once. Instinctually, because you have done this before once, you quickly look in that one spot. And sure enough, there is a glyph on the back of your neck that registers with your detect magic. Saba's bow staff is magical. And there seems to be a vial at the inside the cloak, but at the hip belt area of the female.
The one that gave money.
The one that gave the money to Calliope.
I feel like since it's 6 seconds, Envy will just say, will like look at the items and like just say what they are, but not like in like it's a belt or bow or staff, just to clue in other people that there's other magical items in the room. But I think he's also more or less saying that just so he remembers.
Okay. Okay. Y'all hear Envy listing off things.
And I think...
Does he only list those, not us?
No, not y'all.
Okay, cool. Secret.
I will bonus action. I gotta figure out. I'm converting sorcery points, so I'm gonna do that. And I gotta tell you which spell I'm casting or taking to get back 3. So a second level spell will go away, and I will get my 3 used sorcery points back.
Is this the most sorcery points you've used in one encounter at the brothel?
One, like,
you saved it for the brothel.
And I didn't even get to use them, so they're lucky.
That's true. That's true.
He knew stuff. It was gonna pop off in the brothel.
All right. Anything else?
That should be it.
Okay. We go to Dimmy. Dimmy, seeing them give the gold over, seeing now, kind of still taking into the fact that there's more people in this event than just the 3 figures you initially approached. She looks towards Saba and says, "Go get the guard. If you don't leave now, you'll deal with them." Talking towards the figures that have kind of walked up towards the front. Saba takes off. No one really stops her. She actually makes it out the front. Well, Calliope, I guess, do you give way for Saba to go out the front door?
And she's presumably going to
Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, I mean, it's tense still. Like
Okay.
no one else is. Everything is very quiet except for people talking in order.
Uh,
Yeah.
She doesn't. Does okay? So she didn't have a bad experience of her. Let me see something really quickly. I gotta look at my notes. I think she's fine. Do I get the sense that she's gonna do something that could endanger me?
Go ahead and give me the insight check. 'Cause, I mean, that is the
Okay.
question.
That is the
That
question.
is the question.
So
You looked at me weird.
she breathes funny. Insight, it's 19.
19. No, you get the sense of duty in the sense of necessity of her following, trying to do what she was asked to do.
Okay, cool. Then Calliope lets her pass.
Okay, and she exits. We now go to the two bigger guys that were approaching the front. They stop. They hold up their hands. They kind of back slowly as they turn, and they look like they are walking towards the back door to leave. Then the guy who is just saved on every roll. He squares up to Lupin, and you see the flash as candlelight hits a blade he pulls out from the belt around his cloak. And he kind of gives you a smile and says, "Oh no, I'm getting out of here." I don't know why he has that voice now. He never really talked before, but that's his voice now. That's his true voice.
Okay.
And he is going to try and attack you.
At disadvantage.
You feel like you've gotten used to this effect where pretty early on in a person's strike against you, you can see their focus not centered on your form, and you know that your illusionary defense has worked, and this is no different. As he lunges in kind of low and towards like your knee, that you're easily able to dodge out of the way. The other two at the front, kind of with a goofy smile, turns towards Shay and goes, "Yeah, that's us. We better go. Have a good rest of your night."
I can't speak out of turn, so.
Yeah. Then
Not yet.
let's go to top of the round, Vesta.
Feel like I am slowing us all down. I'm so like there's now people going towards the back door and the front door, and the guy at the front door is attacking Lupin.
The guy at the back door is attacking Lupin. The original tall, lanky...
The original asshole who avoided my whole person.
Yep.
I'm gonna continue to move the 30 feet that I have, and I'm going to use my action to summon my wildfire spirit, and I can summon it within 30 feet of me, which means that if I go my 30 feet, I can then summon it another 30 feet, which should put it on in the doorway. Right?
Sure, yep, it would.
Great. It's a cute little owl bear fire animal. I mean, like baby owl bear, because I can't summon a whole ass. It's a small elemental, right?
Yeah.
So
It's a mini. It's a little mini.
It's a little baby owl bear. And I'm going to use my bonus action to tell it to just not let anyone go through the door. Attack if it needs to.
Lupin, as you avoid this, kind of like as the form continues its strike and is diverted away from your form, you catch this bright, because it's bright in this dark room, diminutive four-legged creature made of fire.
But it's so cute.
With this little rawr kind of getting in position. Is Salty's in here? Maybe you'll get some fan art. Maybe we'll get some Salty Stormtrooper baby fire owl bear. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, in position he or she, your choice.
It's an elemental. It can do whatever it wants.
Oh, but I do need you to roll me that D100 again, please.
Oh. What does it mean?
I know, Shay.
75.
75. Nothing happens. Okay. End of your turn. Lupin. Coopin. Yeah, he goes before you now because of his
Good
delayed
rolls,
turn.
Lupin. No, let Lupin go. Let him go.
Can I do subdual damage with my either rapier / dagger?
Do they call it that still?
I don't know.
Have you newer generation ones
non-lethal
heard
damage.
of? Yeah, that is what they call it. Non-lethal damage. That is what they call it.
Non-lethal.
Back in 3, it was called subdual
Yeah.
damage.
It
You could
was.
like take the butt of your
Right.
sword and like. Yeah, you can do non-lethal damage to this guy in front of you. Which weapon of yours are you wishing to do this with?
So I guess A, is the guy wearing any armor?
It's hard. If he is, it is very particular because you noticed like the midriff stomach, like he was the one in the dance orgy. I'm just calling. I
Okay.
mean, it was an orgy of dance. It wasn't a dance orgy, but it was a.
And I see other people approaching the back door, right? Like 3 other guys.
Yeah, they don't look menacing. They look like they're trying to leave as much as they're not hiding it. They're trying to leave. The front door is blocked.
Okay. So as my bonus action, I'm gonna throw my shade behind the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna have
and-
essentially both of us do rapier subdual damage to the guy.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh, 100. That one and that one? Sure. 53.
All right. You create your shadow form. It kind of like you guys notice like just the darkness of Lupin's fur kind of melts a little bit into the ground before forming up behind, and y'all both come up with your rapier. Like you kind of do a feinted jab, and then you turn your wrist around and kind of at the same time come in left temple, right temple with the butt of the rapier. So go ahead and make your attacks.
All right. One of them is a 20. The other one is a 12.
The 12 misses. The 20 hits.
Okay. Am I doing less damage?
No.
Okay.
Generally you might, but let's see what you roll.
7 points of non-lethal using my rapier.
The form crumples to the ground.
Okay.
Anything else?
As my free action, I'm gonna say, "Where are we going? Guards coming. Gotta take care of some thieves."
Okay. That goes to Shay.
As the 2 charmed individuals were trying to leave, I'd like to reach out and grab for the female that spoke to me that had the magical item.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know she had the
wait.
magical item.
I thought he said it out loud.
He
did.
said vial. From what I understand of what he said vial. Didn't say where it was. Didn't say who had it.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So. Okay. So Shay would like to reach out and try and stop them. Like, put her hands on their shoulders and goes, wait. We still have much to talk about. And, like, bring them back, preventing them from leaving. Like, she's trying to persuade them to stay.
They both respond similarly. We're like, kind of smiles. Oh, cool, good.
And I'd like to keep talking, but I don't know in 6 seconds how long I'm allowed to
But
keep
it's your
talking.
turn, so I mean, you can use your turn to do more talking, if that's part of your turn.
Wild night. Are you sure you two and all your friends were here for just 5 gold from my friend? What were you really here for?
They'll use a little bit more of their just response action to say, heck, their reaction. I mean, might as well. We've kind of perfected this gig, and yeah, it's 5 gold tonight. Who knows what tomorrow night? It's, most of the people that come here can afford to lose a little bit of coin. And that's the
Can I keep going, or is that my
response.
turn?
No, that'll be it. But I'll
Okay.
still let you, like, if there's anything else you really want to do, let me know.
No, I think because the other people have gotten away. Yeah, her focus is on them
Okay.
and keeping them. Yeah.
Callie.
All right, so Callie's at the front door. Those two people that are they still trying to like make their way towards the front? Like how close are they?
No, the people that were making their way towards the front have turned and are making their way towards the back door because they assumed that was the more direct route to leave.
And then Lupin went and
Lupin's there.
Yeah.
Vesta is kind of there too. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, from what you can tell, being managed.
okay. Calliope's gonna look around and see if it looks like finally get a chance to like see like does it look like anybody else is involved?
Give me a investigation check.
That would be a nat 20.
Ooh.
Zeno was right. I changed my dice. Okay. Yeah. And that was what kind of roll?
Investigation.
Investigation. So just 22.
22. With a natural 20 roll. You do
Wait.
a good scan. I mean, no, it's pretty easy to delineate the people that are here watching this go down. A lot of people have taken some degree of cover if they're hiding behind a couch or on the ground, out of the way, out of like direct line of sight from the action. There's a few drunkards that are just kind of like sitting on their stool at the bar, just watch. They're not really taking cover, but not engaging. And the two that are charmed seem disoriented and seem confusing to you. I mean, it's just they are acting weird in their current kind of situation, but they're not threatening.
Okay. Oh.
And then
Sorry.
just the two other kind of larger figures that were in the crowd are making their way towards the back door. Not, that hasn't really been resolved yet. So if there's
Okay.
anything that hasn't been resolved, it's the two guys really kind of leaving out the back.
Then Callie's gonna say, let's take this out back. And start, walking toward the back.
Okay, just your movement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Then we go to Envy. Yes.
Is Lupin still fighting?
Well, not really, no. You caught the swing and you kind of looked away for a second. You looked back and the form is just on the ground, crumpled in a, not Lupin's, the guy the guy that made the attack.
Okay. In that case, maybe I will go over to like where Shay is, since she's trying to calm the other two that are charmed.
Mhm.
Not sure what our next move is going to be, my dear, but I do look forward to seeing what will happen. And I'm going to, at first level, cast Sanctuary, which is not concentration, on. What's the range? That's probably.
It's a pretty good range, I think. 60
Yeah,
feet?
30 feet.
30.
I'll cast it on Calliope as she's going by. Because she did say,
Mhm.
let's take it outside. So if anyone's trying to like get a quick jab on her or something,
Mhm.
they'll have to pass a wisdom save first.
Yeah, Calliope, you definitely feel that warming sensation as the radiant energy kind of forms a shield around your form. Very comforting. Now we go to Demi and Saba. Demi, a little confused that when you see Shay stopping the two figures, and she goes, "What's the goal here? You want to turn them into the guard, or I mean, I was just gonna. Usually we just shoo them away, ban them, let them go, but it's your call."
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page before they slink off into the night.
Okay, well I'm let handle it how you feel, but can you get them maybe out of the club? There's no one's buying drinks right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's Demi. Saba's still gone. The three big guys. So the two big guys make it up to their friend that was baned, and they pick him up because he's having a little trouble. And they approach Lupin and Vesta's pet, and the one that they're carrying along, they're kind of grunting as they're carrying him. He's a big guy. He kind of looks up and goes, "Please, just let us go. We'll get out of here." Then we go back to the top to Vesta.
Man. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to have my wildfire spirit, step out of the doorway.
Okay.
Backwards, so like the owlbear is outside, and I'll say, "All right, I guess we go outside."
Okay.
The laughter, that was perfectly timed.
They start. They didn't use a lot of their turns, so they're going to use their delayed action, hoping that there would be a path cleared up. But they're having a little trouble carrying their friends, so they make it like to the door. But we'll have to see what Lupin does, because that's only one figure gone from the door. But they kind of take your pet's hint, hoping that the path will open before them.
Now, don't run too far. And I'm gonna go ahead and summon my flames back up and follow them very closely, just like ever so slightly, like scorching the hair on the back of their neck.
Okay, so you are following behind. Very cool. Callie, luck and inspo from Deceptor. Man, you got loaded up tonight.
I needed it. Thank you.
They knew who the party animal was, no pun intended.
Hey, we're all animals here.
It is true.
Thank
All right,
you.
so
Thank
Vesta is leading them out back. Lupin. Whoa. Oh, you're muted. Sorry, I didn't. I looked down for a second for my drink.
Sorry. when Vesta and like I guess the back alley or the back door, does it lead? Is there only one way out of it, or does it go like kind of two separate ways at the back?
No, it's actually directly out back. It's outside. Oh, but then I see what you're saying. Yeah, it seems to be a long, goes left and right, more of an alleyway. But it seems like there's a small fence, like a stone fence, that segregates the back of the building to maybe several smaller structures that are on the other side of the fence that go deeper into the night quarter. The Watcher's quarter. I didn't open anything, guys.
All right, then I would, depending on where they are or where they're walking out to, I position myself on one end of the alley, whereas I guess Shay would be on the other, like 30 feet apart. So.
Okay. That takes us to Shay.
Just to clarify, everybody, like as in Vesta, Calliope, Lupin, the other part, they're all in the back. Or outside
you
of the
know
back,
that
right?
like Lupin and Vesta are kind of hard to see from positions at front, but you hear some of the like actions and talk that's happening back there. And yeah, definitely Calliope is making her way back.
Making our way back. We
Um,
did it at the same time. Look at us. Mind melding.
Shay will just put her hands. Sorry, my dogs, dude, right now. I think they're done. Put her hands on both of the arms of the two, and like look over to. Was it? What's the character's name? The
Demi?
Demi. I was like, Dusty? No, that's not it. We'll just take this outside and start like bringing them like towards the back and walking them through the room towards the back, and then just like tell them like, apologize to the room for ruining the party.
The girl is like, sorry guys, and you see she reaches over and grabs a drink as you're moving her by, and she's like still taking a drink. You could tell the guy, he's kind of looking down. He's not as goofy happy right now.
Okay.
Bummed out.
And and as like, you know, we're almost like exiting the big space, like Shay will kind of look back at if it's Demi or if Saba's even here. I think she's gone at this time, or anybody that,
Saba
you know.
is gone, yeah.
Yeah, so sorry for the interruption. Continue, have fun. And then like take them to the back and like join our friends.
All right, we'll say you double move. They're fine keeping up with you.
Perfect.
So you make it 60, which is halfway to the back door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Blue, 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 blue. That goes to 20, Calliope.
All right. So does it look like the two or the ones that are making their way to the back, does it look like it's managed? Like, do I feel like any of them are a flight risk? It looks so managed. Okay, then I'm gonna collide.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh. Ooh, do I want to use it? Can't say.
Look at the time.
Okay,
Can't say
I'm gonna re-roll this. I'm gonna use one of the deceptive luck.
I'm so glad that you guys have been generously gifted with a lot of luck and inspo tonight, yet you guys have also managed to make some pretty bad rolls.
Yeah, you know what? It's called equanimity, balance, the balance of things. Thank you. Okay, so that's gonna be. Did you say perception?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a total of 23.
Awesome. You, from your perspective, you see that as these forms of the three making their way out of the back door, two of them are like tracing something. Not, it's hard to tell, but like they're like moving their hands. It looks like they're like
Oh, hell
motioning,
no.
like motioning one way or another way.
Mm-mm. Not today, Satan.
I
I don't know if you notice it though, Vesta.
I'm
Calliope.
pushing them out.
You're close, but Calliope was really trying to take a scan.
Yeah. So Calliope is going to attack one of them from behind and yell magic.
Awesome. Okay. So you yell magic, you start running. I know where you are. You're halfway there, so I mean, you can make it. But no, it would be your movement and your action as a dash to make it all the way to them.
Okay, she's yelling magic.
Yes.
Can I back and dispel magic?
We gotta go in order. We're still in
Okay.
initiative. Yeah.
Okay, well, so then she's going to do that. She's going to dash there, and then she's going to use a bonus action to claw the arm that's doing the drawing.
Unfortunately, you can only do an attack with a bonus action if you use your action to attack as well. Yeah.
Then can she prideful roar?
She could prideful roar, yeah.
She will get up there and she'll prideful roar.
Okay. I believe there's a saving throw for that. There's 3
Yes,
of
and
them.
I believe that it is. I know what the DC save is, but I can't remember.
I can find it.
Oh, I should know this. I'm sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
y'all.
It's okay. It's okay. I can find it. Prideful roar.
It's
10 plus
Yeah.
your charisma modifier.
so
Con saving throw.
it's a con save of 14. Yeah, a 14.
Wait, the middle one is baned. So that's a -4 on his saving throw?
It was the only one that got baned was the one that didn't
I know,
get charmed.
That's the middle one.
Or only one
No,
of
no,
them.
no.
Actually, you know which one. I don't know which one.
Yeah, no, the guy who didn't get charmed, he was saving on all his throws, so he was the one that saved. The guy that failed the bane was one of the big guys that attacked. It was the big guy that attacked Envy with the chair.
Yeah, I thought he was the one that was baned, so I don't think the
He is.
people outside are baned at all.
No, but this is who she's going after. She's going after the 3
Oh.
big guys. They've
Okay,
grouped up.
okay.
Yeah. So
Got it,
it's-
thank you,
but
because
it is
I-
a 4, right? It's a D4. Is that what it is?
Bane is, I believe, a D4, yes. I will confirm, but I believe...
He still saves
D4,
even
yes.
with the bane. So
Oh, what a chump.
so you do your damage, which is 1d10.
Okay. Where's my D10? I think this is a D10. Yeah, that looks like 10. That's gonna be 9.
9.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm not raging anymore, right? Yeah, no, I'm not raging.
Okay.
That's a 9.
9. The two on the side drop the guy that they were kind of balancing and carrying out to clasp their ears, and you can tell that the roar made it through, and they are in pain, writhing in pain to the sharp piercing of your angry roar. They are still standing though, but they have dropped their friend who is Bane, kind of like he's now prone on the ground because he was relying on them before that roar came. That's your turn. Envy.
So the sanctuary would have went down after the attack hit, but did she stop them before they did magic?
From what you can tell, yes.
Okay, so like they weren't targeting or Calliope. I mean, just to make sure, because if they were, then they would have to do the wisdom save. But yeah. So he would. Well, I wouldn't know that the sanctuary went down, but the sanctuary did go down. Envy will follow after Shay and the two that she's like walking out. And
Shay hasn't made it out yet. She's in the middle of the room right now, guiding the two that are charmed out.
okay.
We haven't made it yet.
Envy will follow out, and did he see Calliope like run up?
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh yeah, there's a
Okay,
new
it's
tension in the
gonna be
room. A few shrieks went out as Calliope ran up and roared. There's new havoc that is building and being released within this building.
And how many people aside from the guy that tried to hit me over the head like a chair? Is there anybody else?
It's really the only ones that you perceive as a threat right now are the three that Calliope kind of bounded for that seem to be still threatening to some degree, although they haven't made any aggressive movements in a while. But that's how you perceive. I mean, that's.
Well, he's gonna do it again. Third level, guiding bolt, twin it, shoot him off. One's definitely for the chair guy, and then the other one is dealer's choice because we gave these guys fair warning to talk to us, and they're trying to be all. Anyways, I'm about to roll 2 attacks.
I hate to
the
do
first
this to you, especially after G-Dubs mentioned how strict I'm being with game mechanics. The one that hit you with the chair is prone, so it would be a disadvantage on ranged spell attack.
He's the only prone one?
He's the only prone one.
Fine. His 2 friends are gonna get guiding bolted just for being guilty by association.
Sure.
Hey, as long as it's not wasted, it's somebody's getting hit.
This first one the red one will be for one of the guys, and then it does. So I got a dirty 20 for one. 14 for the other. Do I have?
You're
I
bonded.
still-
You're bonded
bonded?
yourself.
Okay.
You're into that self bondage.
18
Especially tonight.
Autoerotic.
after dark. So I got dirty 20 and 18 for the 2 separate guiding bolts attacks. One for one guy. I don't know if left guy gets the 30-20 and the right guy to him gets the 18, because I wouldn't know armor wise how to judge it. So
Go ahead and roll damage.
boom,
Yeah.
66 for both of these.
Oh, I heard 66. I was
But
like,
still, 66.
what level
is
are we?
decent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it on D&D Beyond. Do you want me to roll twice, one for each
Nah.
attack?
No.
Okay. Oh gosh, that's a lot of dice. 20! 20 radiant to both of these suckers, and
Nice.
if they're
Nice.
still up, they're glowing, and the next attack to either one is advantage. With the first attack.
The twinned radiant missiles, once held for intimidation, now released. They kind of go like bottle rockets and cross at the last moment to thunk into the two. The two figures, after
nice.
dropping middle guy, like holding onto their ears, look at each other for a second, and you can see they're saying, "Just run!" And they're both turning towards that back door as there's this thunk, thunk, sickening thud sound, followed by this electricity, just like zzz, as like smoke kind of comes up from the hair of the male, and they fall to the ground, unmoving.
Nah, bruv. Too late to run.
Oh god.
The one
Well,
in
they're
the middle.
definitely not running now.
The one in the middle is just screaming. Anything else, Envy?
I think I passed all of my checks and balances. That's all.
Okay. Now we go to Demi Tanner. She sees the renewed kind of ruckus that's happening at the back, and she like sees. I mean, that magic was radiant and bright. She starts to yell out, "Hey, hey, hey! What's going? Take it!" But as soon as those spells go off, she like jumps under a table, like just completely dives away. Saba's not there. The friends, they...
The friends.
Yeah, that's just what they are in my initiative order. There's only one left conscious, and he's baned and banged up. He is in a fetal position, screaming, basically in the door frame. Lupin, you're outside, and like no one else has come outside yet, but you see like this figure like crying and screaming hysterically in the doorway. The two other charmed ones are just like, oh no, that's not good.
Well, to be fair, I thought we were just gonna talk.
Now we're back at the top of the round. Actually, I think this is probably a good spot to call it for the evening and to join back next time, as we are at the top of the initiative. So I'll put a little note here. Wow. Who would have predicted that?
You, baby.
No, not at all. All right, cool.
We still have a session next Wednesday,
We
right?
do. We will be back
Yes.
next Wednesday.
I was like, this is the worst.
Um,
It's a cliffhanger for this.
Let's do our. If you haven't entered yet, please do exclamation critical to enter our last giveaway of the evening. I'll do it here in just a moment. Of course, as always, we will find somewhere for you to go on to raid, to watch more D&D if that is what you are up to for tonight. Guys, woo boy, that was a lot of fun. I think tonight might be the first time that we learned more about you guys than we learned about the people surrounding you.
Yeah.
Very fun, yeah.
But always more questions than answers every time. Like, so good.
All right,
Calliope
I'm.
learned very important lessons.
Calliope's like, I have learned so much.
Yep. All it took is one night.
Deceptor, another loyal fan. Congratulations on the dice giveaway. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So, to recap on a few updates, we will be here next Wednesday. Crypt Creatures will be here on Monday. Maybe, hopefully, maybe there might even be a Duke City Chronicles on Friday. So, we are ramping back up. And keep your eyes and ears open for Halloween time, because Fabled 42 is going to embrace the spooky, and we are going to put on a whole variety, a schism, if you will, of content on this here network. Any last words from you guys?
Come
Thanks
watch
for
us
tuning
next
in.
Wednesday. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Cool,
you,
guys.
chat, for
All right.
We hope we charmed you like we charmed the NPCs.
Yeah.
All right, guys, stick around. We'll find a place for you to go. Always a pleasure to see you. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. We will see you here next week. Good night.